Welcome to Motivated Results. So, I was thinking about this earlier. I posted the first piece of the mobility videos that I was going to, mostly about the peanut. If you haven't seen that video, I'll post it here. I need to look at you guys. We got little troublemakers down there. So anyways, one thing that I was thinking about is I didn't really explain the mobility, the flexibility to those of you that might not be familiar with those terms. Once again, I kind of put the cart before the horse, and so that's my bad. So I wanted to start off by making a quick video talking about what it is, what the importance of this mobility and flexibility piece is, and why I feel that you as an individual, you as a human being, should probably prioritize this on top of probably any of the other items that are fitness items that are taking part of your life. I feel that this is a huge piece when it comes to just living your everyday life, and as we get older we also become a lot more stiffer. Not in the good way. So in order to illustrate my point today, I have a very special guest. His name is Tim, and I'll introduce you to him. Boom, this is my friend Tim. Say hello. He's very self-conscious because of his current condition, but we're going to be as nice as possible and not point out the fact that he cut weight for way too long. So he's going to help illustrate the point today. I need to look at you guys. Focus. So let me set up and we'll be right back. So here's our friend Mr. Tim. As you can tell, he hasn't had a carb in quite a long time. So he has been gracious though enough to let us demonstrate on him and hopefully learn a lesson from him. So as you can tell here, what I'm going to emphasize here is his legs. So as you can tell from this side, thank you Mr. Tim, and I'll even try to focus here a little bit more on that piece. As you can tell from his legs here, this is a normal leg movement. You know, you have your legs that kind of help propel you through life. And when you're young, it's not a big deal. Your movement happens. You're quite all right to do whatever. You seem to get injured. You heal quickly and whatnot, whatever. But as you get older, or as you add maybe strength training and don't prioritize flexibility or mobility, or maybe, just maybe, as you get older, you do become a little stiffer. And not in the good way. So what ends up happening is that you lose a little bit of range of motion. You lose a little bit of mobility. You do get stiffer. Things become a little harder to move around. You know, in the mornings it's a little harder to just maneuver as you used to. You need a little warm up. So what I'm going to illustrate with the left leg here is the idea of the hamstring. So as you can tell, I have added to his musculature, some muscle mass here in form of a rubber band. And normally you would have the full range of motion when performing movements. What ends up happening is that when you do lose your mobility, you do lose your ability to move in a full range of motion. What ends up happening is that over time you probably do end up getting stiffer and stiffer and stiffer, to the point where your body no longer has the range of motion it used to. And this is a very, he just slapped his ass. You guys see that? Inky mofo. So what I'm trying to illustrate is that although this is a very extreme example, what ends up happening when you have the full range of motion and you don't take care of it, at some point something gives out. And it's probably when you least expect it that you start realizing that something's gone wrong, and all of a sudden, boom, you snap your hamstring or you snap whatever. And this is just a normal example of how this could happen to any. So there you go people, it's just a quick tip from my buddy Tim. Say what's up. At the end of the day, that's just kind of hopefully a visual way to explain to you guys what I'm talking about and what this whole series is about. It's the idea that you're going to continue to keep that flexibility for as long as you can, and with that comes many certain life benefits that you probably haven't considered that we may just cover in another video. But the idea is that you might not just rip the muscle off of your bone, as Mr. Tim illustrated here, but it could be something as simple as a muscle tear, which is a big deal and might need surgery. So I have come from the idea that you want to do as much preventative maintenance as possible so it doesn't hinder your lifestyle in the least. So just food for thought. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you have comments, let me know. See you about time. See you guys next time.